The 2024 offseason was one to remember, as many veterans that played for the Bills in 2023 have said goodbye to the team. A ton of veterans and a ton of players that are fan favorites have left. Some of these players are ones that are icons that are going to be remembered in Bills history for many years to come. Two of those players are safeties Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde, who have left the team, one of them heading to an AFC East rival, the other one heading to what is presumed to be retirement, but that is not known right now. And the Bills have made some new moves to go after some players that are going to headline the new generation for the team. And that generation is going to have some tough shoes to fill. The shoes that they're going to have to fill are the legends that have played before them at the safety position and all the players that have had great careers for the Buffalo Bills. These players are players such as Jairus Byrd, as well as Aaron Williams and George Wilson. Now, it's going to be hard to live up to the legend status of those players that I mentioned, but a new generation is coming to the team. And as the trend goes, safeties are one of the bigger positions that are pretty much known to be from Buffalo. If you look at the past 20 years or even 30 years for the team, we've had so many great safeties that have played for this organization. And it's going to be tough to fill the footsteps of Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde, but a player that's going to be coming into the team and somebody that we are going to mention on our player analysis series today is going to be filling some big shoes, and has played with some great talent in college football. He's played with our first-round pick in 2023 in Dalton Kincaid for 2 seasons, and he is coming to Buffalo with some amazing speed, amazing height, and as our slot cornerback has said, he is somebody that has a lot of height and a lot of speed out there, and he looks like a giant on the field. Can you guess who this player is? He is none other than our second-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. We will talk about him right after we hit our intro. Out with the old, in with the new is the saying that is going around the Buffalo Bills this season. And it has been sad to see so many different players go from the Bills and so many players come into the team that are going to have to live up to footsteps that are going to be so difficult to fill. Hello, everyone. My name is Brett McDurphy with the Go Bills podcast. And today on our player analysis series, we are going to be talking about a safety that has played with Dalton Kincaid for the past few seasons in college. Last season, he did not play with Dalton Kincaid, as obviously he was on the Buffalo Bills, but he played 2 seasons covering Dalton Kincaid in college, and he is going to be bringing a ton of speed to the safety position as well as the secondary. And he is somebody that is going to be pretty much a focal point in what the Bills are going to run in their zone scheme this season. And I imagine that he is going to be on the field quite a bit this season. And he's going to be competing with guys such as Mike Edwards and Taylor Rapp for a starting position. But I believe that he's going to have a strong case and point for why he's going to need to be on the field. Let's talk about our second-round pick this season in the 2024 NFL Draft coming out of Utah in Cole Bishop. Bishop is a 6'2", 205-pound safety, and he has made a ton of plays in college. He played 592 snaps defensively, 60 tackles, 2 interceptions, 3 sacks this season. And he came into the NFL draft with a 4.45 40-yard dash. Now, Bishop is somebody that I absolutely loved going into the draft. I thought that this was a player that pretty much embodied everything about Buffalo. He has the speed. He has the height. He is a hard hitter, number one, and he's somebody that just is kind of that blue collar type player that you want to see for the team. And I do want to go over to NFL Draft Buzz and talk about Cole Bishop a little bit. And this is what the player overview says pretty much about him. He was a 3-star recruit by ESPN and handed a 3-star grade by 24/7 Sports. He played as a freshman in 10 games. Like I said, as a freshman, 399 snaps at the safety position. He recorded 40 tackles, 9 assists, while adding 21 stops. In coverage, Bishop notched 2 pass breakups, no interceptions, and his quarterback rating when targeted as a freshman, 107.4. He added 6 total pressures and 3 sacks on the season as well. His sophomore season was way better. He played in almost twice as many snaps, played 13 games that season. He had a decent 55 tackles, 21 assists, as well as 31 stops. In coverage, he had 2 pass defenses, 1 interception, and a quarterback rating of 104.2. In addition, he added 21 total pressures and 2 sacks during the season. In his third season, his junior year, Bishop played in 11 games, contributed 587 snaps. He chalked up 47 tackles as well as 13 assists and added 21 stops. His quarterback rating went significantly down that season to a 66 rating, which is incredible to see. He also lodged 21 total pressures and 3 sacks that season. He was also a semifinalist for the Jim Thorpe Award, a second-team All-American in college as well, and he was recognized as the All-Pac-12 team over multiple years, highlighted by a first-team selection by Phil Steele in 2023. So let's go over a little bit more and get to know what Cole Bishop is going to bring to the Buffalo Bills. Number one, he's going to bring route recognition, which is something that you're going to see in some of the videos that I will feature later on after we complete the pros and cons of Cole Bishop. He also brings consistency, which he navigates through traffic with ease. You'll see a couple of plays where he makes tackles for loss, and he does a really good job of recognizing what is out there on the field. He has a high football IQ out there, and he is somebody that's going to be capable of covering tight ends such as Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, George Kittle, all these players that we're going to be going up against throughout the season this year. And this is going to be a player that's going to have to go one-on-one against them, as Jordan Poyer did for 7 years in Buffalo. And he has to go up against these guys and shut them down. He has great closing speed, strong instincts, exceptional vision, and highly versatile. That's another thing that he can do. He's also said that he can play both the free safety and the strong safety position, but I strongly believe that he is going to be more of the strong safety for the Bills this season, as Taylor Rapp will probably play the free safety position. Some of the cons against him are that he is not really a sideline-to-sideline coverage type player. He also misses tackles when over pursuing. He struggles to maintain eye balance, as well as he vacates coverage zones to make plays. You'll see in some of the plays where he kind of has strong instincts, but these are things, like I said, that can definitely be coached out of him. And I think that he's going to do an exceptional job this season with the Bills. And Sean McDermott has done an incredible job of coaching defensive backs as well as safeties and getting the most out of them when it comes to being a first or second year player on the team. And McDermott knows the pressure that's on him. And I think he's going to have Cole Bishop ready when it comes to the season. He might not play early on in the season, as he might go with Taylor Rapp and Mike Edwards, who have more experience out there. But I'm telling you right now, guys, this is a player that you cannot let sit on the bench. He is too big of a player and too big of an asset that you can have out there on the field. And his upside to him is incredible. He occasionally overcommits in pursuit as well, as you'll see in some of the plays that I will feature. The good plays you can see, but you can also see some of the trends that I'm talking about, where these are pros that you will see for him, but you can also see where it tends to get a little bit sloppy when it comes to his game. And I'm not talking bad about Cole Bishop. I think that he's going to be an incredible player for the Bills, and he's somebody that I can't wait to see in uniform when it comes to training camp. But you also have to keep the expectations low while also being excited for what is to come as well. So let's go into some videos here. I have 7 videos to be exact for what we're going to feature for Cole Bishop. The first video that you're going to see is against actually, it's just a big play that he makes on the quarterback here. And this is one of my favorite plays and what he will bring to the Bills. So let's go into this first video here. As you see here, Bishop at the bottom of the screen, making a big play on the field, coming up with a play on defense that I think would electrify any crowd in the NFL, especially Bills Mafia. The second video that you're going to watch is a play against Florida where Bishop pretty much is the second player that makes a huge play and turns the ball over to the offense for his team in Utah. And this is the play that I think I can't wait to see in Buffalo, and I think you'll be excited to see here. Now, he does not make the first tackle. He makes the second tackle, and watch what he does with his shoulder, leaning it in and causing the forced fumble here. As you see the quarterback here flushing out of the pocket, and you see Cole Bishop coming in with his shoulder, leaning it in, number 8, leaning his shoulder in right here, stripping the ball away from the defender and causing a forced fumble here. Now, this next play that you'll see from Cole Bishop here is his pursuit and tackling ability that he will bring to the Buffalo Bills. And watch the way that he wraps up this tackle here. Bishop on the bottom of the screen coming in right here to make a clothesline tackle that is going to be a play that is going to excite any Bills Mafia member here. Now, let's talk about his run defense. His run defense is pretty good as well, and that's something that we need for the Bills. Our run defense over the past couple of years has kind of struggled, and it's so important to see safeties come in, make big plays in the backfield, and recognize the play early on. And watch what Cole Bishop does on this play. He's lined up at the top of the screen, coming in, a little draw play that you see there. Bishop coming in, making the tackle here and creating a tackle for a loss on a big play. The next play that you get from Cole Bishop is a big sack that he has in this game. And watch and see what he does and the way that he comes off of the blitz. And this is another area that he is going to have for the Bills. He didn't really have a lot of experience blitzing until he got to college. In high school, he wasn't really a blitzer. But watch and see what he does as a blitzer off the line. Remember, he had 3 sacks as a junior in college. And watch and see what he does on this play. Coming in, big sack there, making a huge play for Utah and pretty much changing the field position right there. And here's another play, another sack that he had later on in the season against Florida. Lined up on the bottom of the screen. Look at the recognition here, shedding the defense and making a big play, coming in with all his buddies there, making a huge play, sacking the quarterback and having his second sack of the year right there. The last play that I'm going to feature is another tackle for a loss. And this is the play where you see Bishop coming in from pretty deep in zone coverage, coming in, making a big play, and creating a tackle for a loss. Now, he's about 15, 20 yards off of the line of scrimmage. Watch and see what he does and the recognition and execution that he has on this play against North Dakota State right here. And there's a big play, big tackle there from Cole Bishop. So let's go over one more time. I just want to mention some of the pros and cons that you will see from him here. The route recognition, the consistency that he navigates through traffic, capable of covering tight ends and man coverage, closing speed, strong instincts that you see from him. These are all on display that you're going to see from Cole Bishop. And some of these pros that you see here and some of the cons that you mentioned. This is why Cole Bishop was the second-round pick for the Buffalo Bills. And there's 10 teams right around the pick when Buffalo was selecting for the second round. And there's a lot of teams that needed safeties, and Buffalo was one of them. And as Cole Bishop mentioned, he wanted to be a Buffalo Bill. And I'm excited to see that. He's going to have his buddy in Dalton Kincaid out there that he's going to be going up against every single play of practice. And that's only going to make him get better and better as the season goes on. Do you think that Cole Bishop's going to have a big season this year? Let us know in the comments below what your statistics are for Cole Bishop. If you like this video, let us know in the comments below your thoughts. Also, let us know how we can get better. If there's something that we struggled with, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter, as well as Threads. You can also find all of our upcoming shows that we will have throughout the offseason on our website, GoBillsPodcast.com. Click on over to the website and click on the podcast schedule where you can find all of our shows that we will have this week, as well as throughout the offseason with collaborations with Nickel City Mafia and Red, White, and Bills. This has been the Go Bills Podcast. We will see you next time for another edition of the Go Bills Podcast and Player Analysis. Until then, Go Bills.